Hi everyone, I'm Sherri Murphy with Coldwell Banker Realty, and our business highlight of the week is TrueView Construction. We have Ron Ballard and Stephen Richardson with us, and some of you guys out there may actually recognize the face of Ron Ballard because we went to high school together. But tell me a little bit about y'all's business. So you specialize in roofing.
Correct. We do all kinds of roofing, residential and commercial, asphalt composition, metal, stone-coated steel, tile.
Awesome. Wonderful. So how did you get into business?
Well, Steve and TrueView Construction actually did my roof back in 2022. And I was so impressed with him that I called him after departing from the corporate world after 34 years. I was twiddling my thumbs for a couple of months, and the free time was killing me. So I contacted Steve because I had a passion back in high school and college with roofing. I did some roofing back in the day. So I contacted Steve, and again, because I was so impressed with their quick response, their quality of work, the level of integrity, just the overall professional manner of which he conducts his business. I called him and asked him if there was anything that I could do to help expand his business. And we had some discussions, one thing led to another. And so I was happy that he brought me on to help represent TrueView Construction and help him expand this business and give some ideas and so forth. So we have a great working relationship, and I'm pleased to be part of it.
That's awesome. So Stephen, how about you? How did you get into this business?
Well, thank you, Ron, for saying that. Nice little intro. I got into the business literally my parents. My dad owned a painting business. His brother owned a little construction remodeling company.
Okay.
And it's what you did for extra money as a kid growing up. When it came time to put our roof on, my parents threw me out there and said, if you guys need some help, my son's a good worker. And I was 15 or 16 back in 1999. And I impressed the lead foreman, and that became my summer job. And for over 20 years now, it's been my career, my passion. So literally it was a career knock on my door.
That's awesome. So tell me, what makes TrueView Construction stand out among all the other businesses out there?
If I'm allowed to give three answers,
sure.
I'd say one, we're patient. And I say that first because that's our motto, building trust first. That's our website.
I like that.
And what I mean by patient, you're not going to get any pressure tactics, no buy now today discounts. That's just not our angle. That's not our philosophy. Mm-hmm. So we're really patient. If it takes us 2 or 3 meetings, we're okay spinning the gas so that you're not confused, so our clients' questions are answered. Right. Patient being one, I think, differentiates us. Another one being, we're not out to get every dollar from every person. We understand there needs to be a good fit, and we might not be the perfect fit for every job, and we don't want to start behind the 8 ball there. So,
sure.
The folks do decide to hire us. We feel like there's a good fit. We're happy to offer cost-saving tips along the way. So we're not just trying to maximize our dollars. We're really investing in the friendship and the relationship with the client.
Right.
So I'd say we're not greedy. That patience, we're not greedy. The last one would be we're very driven and focused on the experience. When the contract is signed, a whole assembly line of people and specialists come together in sort of a production. Mm-hmm. Before a roof goes on, we're anticipating all those shingles and nails that come down. And the blue tarps that kill the grass, that's just not going to cut it for us. So right. Our day starts at 3:30 in the morning on a roof install for the customer's benefit, for the experience, so we can put up our protection netting system around the property. Wow. So there's not as much debris and nails left for them to pick up after the job is done.
I love that, because yes, that I've had that experience before where they say it's completely clean, and then I go back later and I find nails everywhere. So I totally understand that. So I have actually used you for one of my clients. Several months ago, I had a client call in and she said, hey, something's going on with my roof. I've got a leak. who can you recommend? So I immediately picked up the phone and called Ron. He was out there that same day. I was very impressed. And she lives over on the east side
East
of
Dallas.
Dallas, so she's not close. And she even told me, she said, I'm going to talk to a couple of people before I make my decision. And she hired your company. And within less than a week, I think y'all had her completely taken care of, and she was really impressed. So very impressed.
Well, we want to thank you for sending us
Yeah, absolutely.
the works.
You're more than welcome. So tell me, is there any memorable experience that you had that, just kind of touches your heart?
So that's a tricky question because there's 24 years I'm trying to pull from, and there's a lot that stand out. I could talk about the time we trapped a raccoon for the sake of an insurance claim that was damaging the property.
Wow.
Or the time I fell off a roof, and luckily I was pretty durable and I finished the job. Or the time we had a homeowner situation where the insurance company had turned them down, and before we were done, they had settled over $150,000 claim. And those were happy tears.
Wow.
We're not an attorney, and I don't want to market ourselves as that.
Sure.
But we're so thorough and knowledgeable about the technical information that sometimes is required to be conveyed to the insurance adjuster before they see that they're on the hook for indemnifying the client. So,
Right.
but those are some of the big ones. But the ones that make me smile, the ones that I can pull up and recall the easiest are always the meals. So, we're in it to build trust with the client. And so, I gotta trust what kind of spices they're putting in the eggs, but but it's seeing them want to cook and invite me to sit down at the table and share a meal together. And that's happened more than I ever thought it would. And for me, that's up there with hitting a hole in one.
I was gonna say, most people don't invite their roofers to come and have breakfast or lunch with them. So that's amazing that they trust you and love you that much. So that would be a memorable experience. So your headquarters is in North Richland Hills, but you serve the entire Metroplex, right?
Correct. We do a number of things throughout DFW. If it's roof only, we have a small team in Houston area as well. College
okay.
Station, Bryan, Houston area. That
Okay.
can handle roofs.
Awesome.
Around DFW, just about anything inside the Metroplex, we're happy to go take a look at, whether it's flooring or roofing or windows.
Yeah, and I'm sure y'all were probably very busy this last spring with all those storms. I mean, I still see businesses, especially with tarps on top of their roofs and everything. I mean, it's crazy. So we had a lot of damage come through here this year, so y'all must have been really busy.
Yeah.
Well, there's a reason I've stayed in this area for so long, and it's the booming economy that's here in Dallas-Fort Worth, but it's also the storms. Unfortunately, we're one of the top 3 most hail-prone areas in the United States. So having somebody you trust to get up on your roof and check for hail and throw down any frisbees or tennis balls that were up there, it's really good to have someone in
Sure. So tell me a little bit about y'all's family and what you like to do for fun.
Right. Well, I've been married for 38 years to my high school sweetheart, and we were blessed with 2 girls, 2 daughters, and our oldest daughter has blessed us with 2 granddaughters, and they're just a joy, and that keeps us busy. And we have them over quite often. They live nearby, thankfully, so we're fortunate in that respect.
That's awesome.
But that takes up a lot of my time, and then, of course, I play golf as much as I can. And then, of course, work with Steve during the week. So
Yeah, that's great.
that keeps me busy enough.
That's
Thank
great.
you.
Surrounded with girls, though.
Absolutely. Wouldn't have it any other way. It's fine.
That's awesome. How about you, Stephen?
I've been married for about 10 years to my
Okay.
wife. We have 2 kids, Audrey, who's 7, and Nolan, who's 2.
Okay.
And I just can't get enough of them. Things we like to do for fun. There's South Lake Town Hall. Our family likes to go on the weekend and get ice cream and walk around the shops, and
Yeah.
we really enjoy that. fishing and camping. I enjoy golf when I can afford the time.
Yeah.
And otherwise, just anytime we're outdoor, my little girl calls herself the nature girl. So if we're outside, we're happy.
Yeah, that's awesome. I tell you what, though, this heat this summer. So do you want
Maybe
some
not.
outdoor
Yeah.
activities?
Always happy.
That's awesome. So, let me touch a little bit on you're not just roofing. You do other things, as you mentioned just a second ago. Touch us a little bit on other things that y'all can do.
Okay, so we have a small team of specialists that can handle kitchen renovations, taking out load-bearing walls, work with some great structural engineers,
Okay.
and flooring. We do a lot of flooring, whether it's tile, hardwood, floating laminate, luxury vinyl plank. We're happy to compare and contrast those options and price them out for our clients as well.
That's
We do a little bit
awesome.
of custom cabinetry, windows. So
Okay, that's awesome. You know, we've got here in this immediate DFW area, so many older homes that I've got a lot of clients that are purchasing, but they see the bones of the home. It's a good structure and good bones, but that needs to be updated. So these would probably be your go-to guys for everything. And also too, if you're thinking about selling your home, don't forget, if you have not replaced your roof in probably last 8-10 years at least, maybe, you might want to have these guys come out and check it, because we don't want to slow down the closing at the very end, finding out that maybe you've got some hail damage, the buyer's insurance company may not insure it, and they're going to have to get a new roof. So always be proactive and
That's right. We're very quick to respond to those requests, and we'll certainly partner with you to help expedite the closing and eliminate any barriers that might be caused by the roof.
Right.
So,
And again, don't forget, they don't do just your regular asphalt roofs. You do,
yes, we do stone-coated steel, standing seam metal roofs, clay tile, concrete tile,
okay,
and of course your asphalt composition shingles.
okay, wonderful. So how would they contact you if they wanted to reach you?
Sure. If you're located in Dallas-Fort Worth and you'd like to schedule an appointment, you can reach us at the office, 469-305-2484, or you can fill out a form at our website, Building Trust First. That's FIRST spelled out, .com. Down at the bottom, there'll be a little form and it'll send us an email. Just put your contact information and one of our friendly staff will reach out to you.
I love that. I love Building Trust First. I love that. Ron, do you have anything that you want
well,
to
and I'm glad you emphasized that, building trust first. And that's one thing that impressed me with Steve and his philosophy is building a relationship. We like to partner with Sherri through the real estate agents and building a relationship so that you have trust in us and passing on to your customer.
Right.
And of course, you want to have that high level of integrity of which we want to maintain, and that level of trust you maintain with your client.
Exactly.
So that's what I'd like to impress upon the audience here is that's it. Building trust first. We like to build a relationship. One thing I'd like to emphasize also is we educate the customer. We don't want the customer to go in blind on what we're doing and or what we're not doing. We want to educate them so that they feel 100% comfortable with our work.
Sure, exactly. And I think that's why my client appreciated you so much, was because she did feel like because she had no idea what was going on when we called you out. And then she knew exactly what was going on and why she was having leaks, et cetera. And you were able to educate her that way.
Right.
So,
Yep.
yeah.
That's a popular comment we get.
Yeah.
People will say it was very educational.
Right. Okay, wonderful. Well, guys, if you need anything at all, don't hesitate to call them. If for some reason you need their phone number, I have it on my vendor list, then I can always send that to you as well. So we hope that you enjoyed today's business highlight of the week, and we will see you next time. Thank you for
Sherri.
joining me.
Thanks for
having
sharing.
us.
That was great. Thank you.
Thanks.